Hey, Skol Vikings family. Can you believe we're already staring down the barrel of another gut-wrenching Sunday? Picture this. The roar of US Bank Stadium shaking the foundations, purple pride everywhere, and our boys in the hunt for that elusive winning streak to kick off the second half of the season. But oh man, what unfolded against those sneaky Ravens? A 27-19 heartbreaker that left us all yelling at our screens. Stick around, because I've got the raw breakdown that's gonna fire you up and get you ranting in the comments. Who's with me? Let's dive into this Vikings news roller coaster. The Vikings came home fired up, 3-5 after that gritty Lions win, dreaming of flipping the script above .500. But Baltimore? They crashed the party like uninvited guests at a tailgate. Final score, 27-19. Dropping us to 4-5 and extending this frustrating dance around the playoff line. Remember our hot 2-1 start? Feels like ancient history now, but hey, every championship run has its bumps, right fam? This loss stings, but it's fuel for the fire heading into Chicago. What kills me is how close we were early on. We led 10-3 after a monster opening drive, but those Ravens clawed back with poise that Lamar Jackson just oozes. 3 turnovers on our side, including a killer fumble, turned into 13 points for them. It's like watching your fantasy team fumble a sure thing. Infuriating. But don't bail yet. We've got bright spots that'll make you believe in the comeback. What's your take on this one? Drop it below. False starts? 8 of them on offense, like what in the world, guys? That's not just sloppy. It's a full-on parade of penalties, 13 total for 102 yards. Turning our home field edge into a comedy of errors. Offensive linemen jumping the gun. Even Justin Jefferson and J.J. McCarthy getting flagged. It's unacceptable in our house. The cadence was all over the place, killing drives before they could breathe. Imagine the crowd's energy fizzling out with every whistle. Brian O'Neill snagged 3 false starts alone. Christian Darrisaw and Blake Brandel chimed in. Tight end Ben Urosek too. McCarthy took the blame postgame, owning it like a true leader, but come on, this prep was off. In a dome where echoes amplify every snap, getting out-cadenced at home is a wake-up call louder than a Vikings horn section. Fans, have you ever felt that frustration building, like the refs are in on a prank? This wasn't just penalties. It was momentum assassins. But here's the silver lining. We've cleaned this up before mid-season. What do you think Coach O'Connell needs to drill next practice? Hit me with your coaching hot takes. Let's brainstorm a penalty-proof purple rain. Special teams. Oh boy, where do I even start? Rookie Miles Price, our return man with all that promise, showed his greenhorns big time, fumbling 2 kick returns. 1 lost right after Baltimore's first lead via a 22-yard field goal. That slip-up? It handed the Ravens the ball on a platter. And boom, Justice Hill punches in a 1-yard TD, flipping the score to 19-10. Never looked back after that gut punch. Price's inexperience flashed like a neon sign in Vegas. Valuable reps? Sure, but costly when you're chasing a streak. This was one of the few games this year where special teams felt like the Achilles heel, not the secret weapon. Remember those explosive returns we banked on early season? Yeah, this was the opposite, turning purple momentum into Raven black. But let's not bury the kid yet. Rookies grow through fire, and Vikings news like this builds character. What if this fumble lights a fire under him for the Bears game? I'm optimistic. Tell me, who's your pick for breakout special teamer this week? Your comments could be the pep talk he needs. Enter Fumbles Nailor, our unsung hero stealing the spotlight when the sky was falling. 4th-year receiver? More like 4th-quarter savior. 5 catches, 126 yards, including a toe-tapping touchdown that had us all leaping off the couch in the 4th. That score gave us a fighter's chance, cutting it close down the stretch. Nailor, you're building momentum, brother. Rewind to that opening drive magic. A 62-yard bomb from Nailor sets us up at the goal line for the early TD. And get this, last week he sealed the Lions' win with a clutch grab. Back-to-back games owning the moment? That's the X factor we crave in this offense. Stats don't lie. 126 yards on 5 touches screams reliability. Vikings fans, isn't it electric when a guy like Nailor steps up? He's proving depth isn't just a buzzword. It's purple gold. Imagine if we fed him more. Could he be our next big weapon? Sound off. Nailor for more targets, or spread the love? Your voice matters in this Vikings news breakdown. Now onto our young gunslinger J.J. McCarthy, fourth NFL start, and man, it started so promising with that opening TD drive. But this one hurts deep. 20 of 42 for 248 yards. 1 TD, 2 picks that could have been 3 if not for a sketchy overturned call on Roquan Smith. Those interceptions? Malachi Starks and Marlon Humphrey feasted on deep balls, sealing our fate. Pressure? 11 hits on JJ, yet only 1 sack. That's pocket ninja stuff, improving instincts weekly. Passes batted down at the line. Sure, but his poise under fire? Impressive for a 22-year-old phenom. Completion percentage 12% below expected per next-gen stats. But hey, growth isn't linear, it's Viking tough. What do you see in McCarthy's game, fam? That promise after the Lions win feels tested now. But I'm all in on his journey. Was it the line's fault? Or does JJ need more weapons? Let's debate. Your insights could spark the next big Vikings discussion. Running game woes, only 18 carries? That's not the ground and pound we signed up for. McCarthy led us in rushing with 48 yards, 26 on a desperate last-minute scramble. Aaron Jones gutted through a shoulder ding for 69 scrimmage yards and his first TD of the year early, but just 12 touches against that Ravens front. Criminal underutilization. Jordan Mason, our trade acquisition, 5th and 6th round picks to the 49ers for this guy, and he gets 5 touches for 31 yards, while Baltimore pounds away with Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson, pulling away late. Frustrating as heck, especially when air yards were our crutch all day. Purple Nation, doesn't this make you want to scream for more runs? Balance wins games, and we're lopsided like a bad keg stand. What's the fix? Force-feed Mason, or unleash Jones more? Drop your play-calling dreams below. Together, we're scripting the turnaround. That third-quarter fumble by Price? Oof. It was the dagger after Baltimore's field goal edged them ahead. Ravens march right down, Hill scores 19-10 lead, they're smelling blood now. Our special teams, usually steady, crumbled under the lights, turning a winnable game into a chase. The crowd's roar turned to groans as the ball hit turf. Recovered by Purple? No, Ravenclaw's snatching opportunity. This wasn't just a return gone wrong. It snowballed, exposing cracks in coverage and timing. But lessons like this forge contenders. Remember our playoff pushes born from adversity? Fans, that moment replay in your head too? It's raw Vikings news, the kind that bonds us. How do we rally special teams for the home stretch? Your ideas could be gold. Comment now and let's build that unbreakable unit. Nailor's toe-tap TD in the 4th? Pure drama. 3:19 left. Ball in the end zone. Purple hearts exploding. 5 grabs for 126. But that score? It screamed, we're not done. Cutting the lead to 1 possession, giving JJ a shot at heroics. Nailor, from depth chart to highlight reel. Love it. That 62-yard opener set the tone, positioning us for Jones' TD plunge. Back-to-back clutch plays? Momentum's his middle name now. In an offense searching for rhythm, Nailor's emerging as the spark plug we didn't know we needed. Who's fired up about Nailor owning 2025? He's got that underdog fire. Tell me, target him 10 times next game? Your votes in the comments shape our Vikings dreams. This is why we bleed purple. McCarthy's pocket presence, 11 hits, 1 sack? That's evolution, folks. Deep balls picked by Starks and Humphrey hurt, but JJ dodged sacks like a pro, scrambling for those key yards. 2 picks sting, but that overturned third? Refs owe us 1. His 248 yards kept us in it. TD to Nailor the highlight. Instincts sharpening weekly, from Michigan Magic to NFL grind, he's our future. Completion dip? Blame the chaos, not the kid. Vikings faithful, JJ's your guy, right? That promise post-Lions feels real. What's his best fix? More protection or quicker releases? Spill it, your takes fuel the fire. Run games neglect. 18 carries total? While Ravens grind with Henry and Jackson, we air it out 42 times. Mason's 31 yards on 5 touches screams wasted potential. That 49ers trade better pay off soon. Jones' early TD was gold, but limiting him? Recipe for regret. Last-minute McCarthy scramble for 26 yards? Desperation mode, but it highlights the void. No balance means predictable purple. Baltimore pulled away by committing to the rock. We chased shadows. What if we ran it 25 times next outing, fam? Mason or Jones leading the charge? Your blueprint in comments. Let's design a ground attack that terrifies defenses. Early lead vibes. 10-3 after Nailor's bomb and Jones score. Stadium electric. Hopes sky high. But those false starts crept in, stalling us. Ravens answer with a field goal. Then Price's fumble unleashes hell. From Purple Paradise to Raven Rally. Classic Vikings twist. That opening drive. 7 plays, 86 yards. Pure poetry. McCarthy crisp, Nailor flying. Felt like the streak was ours. But penalties and turnovers? They flipped the script faster than a bad horror flick. Remember that high? What's your favorite early game memory this season? Share it. Nostalgia powers us through losses like this Vikings news gut check. Second half collapse. 18 points surrendered. Are degassed from covering for offense. 3 turnovers fed Baltimore's fire. We couldn't stop the bleed. From tied at half to trailing big. Frustrating fade that tests true fan faith. But credit Ravens' poise, Jackson's 100th start. Cool as ever. Our guys battled, Nailor's late grab proof, but execution evaded us. This is the grind. Champions rise from rubble. Fans, second half surges or bust next time. How do we lock in for 60 minutes? Your strategies below. Let's co-write the redemption arc. McCarthy's interceptions, deep shots swiped by Starks and Humphrey, sealing the 27-13 stretch. Over-aggressive? Maybe, but in a pass-happy scheme, risks come with territory. That near-third pick overturned? Silver lining in ref chaos. His 24-42 line? Not pretty, but 248 yards and a TD show arm talent. Hits taken without folding? Resilience building. JJ, you're forging steel, Vikings Nation sees it. Debate time. Cut the deep balls or trust the gunslinger? Your call in comments. What's JJ's signature play? Mason's mystery. 5 touches amid our run drought? Traded picks for power, yet benched while McCarthy scrambles? Ravens dominate earth and air with Henry Jackson duo. We mimic poorly, air-only fatigue setting in. 31 yards efficient, but volume matters. O'Connell's scheme loves sky, but balance begs for mercy. Frustration boils when potential idles. Unlock Mason, Purple Army? Or Jones Eternal? Vote now. Your input shapes our rush revival. Post-game vibes. Locker room raw. McCarthy owning penalties. Nailor glowing. 4-5 record stings, 1-3 at home worse. But that Lions high lingers. Ravens hit stride at 4-5-2. NFC North chaos awaits. Aaron Jones battled injury for that TD grit. Jefferson fumed at DB physicality. Unity in adversity? That's Vikings DNA. This loss? Catalyst for Chicago conquest. What's brewing for Week 11? Fam? Optimism or overhaul? Spill your souls. Comments are our huddle. Teaser for turnaround. Bears next. Revenge on menu after their early dub. Nailor momentum, McCarthy growth. Ingredients for Skol magic. But fix penalties, unleash runs, or we're spinning wheels. Imagine US Bank erupting again. Purple wave crashing. We've clawed from worse. This 4-5 funk? Temporary. Your energy turns tides. Believe it? Pumped for Bears beatdown? Tell me why. Let's manifest the win. Wrapping this Vikings news whirlwind. From penalty pandemonium to Nailor's heroics. It's been a ride. But hey, that's why we love this team. Heart, hustle, endless hype. We've dissected the 27-19 Ravens ripper. Celebrated the sparks, called out the slips. Skol forever, through highs and these humbling lows. What's your bold prediction for Chicago? Nailor 150 yards? Mason 100 on ground? Hit the comments. Let's flood him with purple passion. If this fired you up, smash that like button. Your thumbs fuel the channel. Subscribe for daily Vikings updates. Hit notifications so you never miss a breakdown. Share with your tailgate crew. Spread the Skol gospel. We're in this together, fam. On to Chicago. Horns up.